What's going on, Salty Crew? Welcome back to my channel. I am very excited because in this video, I'm going to be partnering up with infinity jars and also showing you what I do on an average weekend. I want to preface this video by saying, y'all know I keep it real. So when infinity jars approached me and they wanted to send me some products of theirs to try out and give my review, I said yes because they looked really good, really high quality, and I thought that you guys, as my viewers, would really appreciate them as well. And I think you guys would love them and really benefit from them. And I am very, very picky about the products, brands, companies that I promote on here because I only want to promote stuff that I really love and that I would actually use. And I would never encourage any of you guys to buy something that I actually don't like and don't use myself. So now that that's out of the way, let me tell you a little bit about these jars because they're pretty magical. And then I'll go over my weekend routine and show you all of the jars that I used and how I incorporated them into my routine. What makes these jars so unique and amazing is that they have a special pigmented glass that is a really deep indigo color, and it is thicker than your standard glass, so it's less likely to break when you drop it. And I can attest to this because I dropped one and I was so scared it broke, but it didn't. So it's very durable, it's smell proof, it blocks out all UV light, so even dark amber glasses still have some light coming in them, but infinity jars are great because they are extra dark, so no light gets in there. That means that your stuff that you store in there will last longer and stay fresh. I also love the way they look. They're very minimalistic, sleek, dark colored, and they have so many different kinds that you can choose from. You can customize them to whatever you would use them for. They have oil bottles with a little pour spout. They have essential oil bottles with a roller top. They have the little spray mister bottles too. Anything you would ever need. They also sent me labels to put on the outside of the jar so you can mark what they are. Since the jars are so dark, it's really hard to see what's inside of them. But I think I might make my own because they're not really my aesthetic. So now that you guys know a little bit about what infinity jars are and what makes them unique and different, let's get into how I use them over the weekend. I usually get up around 7 a.m., but on the weekends, I get up around 8:15 to 8:30. If I'm feeling real crazy, I'll get up at 9 a.m. And the first thing I do after I get up is hit up the bathroom to handle my business. And we are big lovers of the squatty potty. Anyone else out there? Big squatty potty fan? Next, I take out Tucker for his morning walk after he's eaten. We just take a little short walk around our neighborhood and he handles his business. I think dogs look so funny when they poop. Oh my goodness. And here's his stuff right there. After his walk, I come home and get ready for the day. So I brush my hair a little bit and then put it up in a ponytail. And I wash my face. If you want a list of all the stuff I use in the bathroom as far as toiletries and all that stuff, click in the right hand corner, or I will also leave the link to that video in the description box. So the first infinity jar I'll be using today is this spray bottle, and I love witch hazel and rose water, and I love to spray it on my face. It has a nice cooling effect that I really like, and it's a good natural toner if you're looking for something like that. I like to spray it on my face in the morning or the afternoon to cool off a little bit. It might be September in California, but it is still really hot out. Then I put some deo on for that BO. You gotta keep it fresh, guys. Gotta keep it fresh. And then I brush my teeth. And then the next part of my routine in the morning is I drink some water and I put some chlorophyll in it. So I drink my chlorophyll water first thing in the morning and I just add a tablespoon in there. And here's the brand that I use. I really like it a lot. I get it from Amazon. And the vitamins I take are vitamin C and B12. And then I also eat one Brazil nut. Then I put on some music and start cooking an epic breakfast. I love making a big breakfast on the weekends. It's just the best. So I'm gonna start with making some hash browns. These are just the frozen hash browns from Trader Joe's. They just come in a bag. They're just shredded potatoes. Nothing is added to them, and they are really easy to cook. I just pop them into my nonstick skillet and start to smash them together and make it as compact as possible. And then once it's brown on one side, I give it a good flip and brown it on the other. Next up, I'm making some tofu scramble. So I'm gonna saute some mushrooms, add in some onions, saute those for a few minutes, and then add in 2 to 3 cloves of minced garlic. And then I toss in some red pepper that I had sitting in the fridge, and then I start crumbling in my tofu. Now, I'm a big advocate for pressing tofu, but for tofu scramble, you actually don't have to press your tofu because all the liquid pretty much gets evaporated in the cooking process. So just a little tip for you. And then I add in some turmeric, a little bit of cayenne, ground pepper, a few pinches of salt, some nooch. After I stir in the spices, I add in some leftover broccoli that I had in the fridge as well, along with some spinach. And then I stir it together until everything is heated through. And then, of course, you have to taste your food to make sure everything's all good. So after I tasted it, I thought it needed more nooch, some salt, and fresh lemon juice. A good tip for making really good tofu scramble is adding some lemon juice. It just needs that little extra bit of acidity. And the most important part of an epic weekend breakfast is to dance while you're cooking.
Good men, I strive to be the best that I can. I love.
And then to serve, I like to add on some black beans and salsa to the tofu scramble. And I want to add some fresh herbs too. So I have some chopped up cilantro in this infinity jar here. And this has been in there for 2 days and it stayed really fresh. I was actually very impressed by that. So I'm going to sprinkle that on top as well, along with some scallions. And I've been a big fan of essential oils the past couple of months. It helps with my anxiety and stress because I can be very, very high strung. So I've started making my own blends, and the one that I like to do is with jojoba oil, vetiver essential oil, jasmine essential oil, and peppermint essential oil. For my blend, I'm gonna be using this rollerball infinity jar. So I'm just gonna toss in all my oil. I don't have any measurements for anything. I just kind of eyeball it. And it's really easy. Once you screw on the top, you just remove it again and the roller ball is on there and you're good to go. I like to put my essential oil on my wrist, behind my ears, and on my chest. Now we're gonna have ourselves a picnic in the park. So here's a little OTTD for you. Tim is keeping it real cash with just a black t-shirt and shorts, and I have on my favorite romper, and it's from Target. I brought some chips and salsa, a vegan BLT, and a green juice that I made the night before. And I put it in this really giant infinity jar that I absolutely love. It keeps it really fresh. I was actually shocked at how fresh the green juice was the day after I made it, and it was just delicious. I'm a big fan, and I love how huge this jar is. It can hold a giant bottle of wine. So if you want to take wine to the park and you want to keep it discreet, this is a great option for you. If you're interested in checking out infinity jars to see if they're right for you, go ahead and click this link, which is down in the description box below, and I will also leave a coupon code for you to get 20% off your entire order. The code is Nicole20, and the discount code will be good until October 5th, so get on it. Thank you to Infinity Jars for partnering with me on this video, and thanks to everyone else for stopping by. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Tell me what your normal weekend routine looks like for you. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe by clicking that little red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you a part of my salty crew. Don't forget to take care of yourself this week, eat good food, and I'll see you in the next one.
Breathing in the